Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Thank you. If you please come forward and light a Shabbat candle and put your Hanukkah on the table. But come forward and light a Shabbat candle. Come forward and light a Shabbat candle. Only there has to be more than 2 people in the room, and only 2 candles. You did it twice? There has to be more than 1 person in the room. Don't take the ramp. Oh my God, that was terrifying. I mean, like my heart stopped. I thought she's going to fall.
Let's do it together.
Shabbat shalom, David. How we do? If you brought a Hanukkah, put it on the table. We'll light those in a few minutes, but come forward to light a Shabbat candle. Please come forward to light a Shabbat candle. Shabbat Shalom. Come on in, light a Shabbat candle. Put your Hanukkah on the table. Lisa, you bring one of our Hanukkahs? Oh, cool. Which one is ours?
Really? My biological family came from Odessa. Yes. How interesting. Wow. 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 My biological mother. I was adopted. It is.
What's your real name? I forgot.
Me? Oh, I go with Parpar. Parpar. Jenny.
Jenny, like my daughter. Remember I said to you, it's like my daughter.
That's right.
All right, you're gonna play music. I've had a little buzz. I've got a little buzz.
That's all right.
But I'm not drunk.
Okay.
Hello, thank you. We're drunk.
Do I do something? You want to turn it down a little if you're talking?
light the other candle so we can actually have them all lit for once. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Oh my God, we're still talking. We're still in the midst of conversations. Let's try that again. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. It is great to see everybody. I know it's been a rainy, dreary day. I know a lot of people on vacation, so it really warms my heart to see this many people in the sanctuary here for Hanukkah Sheni. That means the second Hanukkah, because 2 weeks ago we did our big community celebration while kids and families were still in town. But tonight is actual Hanukkah. And so I'll be leading the service along with Parpar. Does everyone know Parpar? Wonderful song leader and also teaches second grade in our religious school. And we're going to begin with Hine Matov, a song that speaks about community, about brothers and sisters coming together. Here we go.
Hine Matov Manai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov, la 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 la. Hine Matov, Hine Matov, la 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 la. Hine Matov Manai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Our cycle of Torah readings always lands in a very specific spot during the holiday of Hanukkah. The Torah portion, Vayeshev, always leads into Hanukkah, and in the middle of Hanukkah we have Miketz. And these two Torah portions tell the story of Joseph. Joseph was, the young man who was the favorite son of Jacob. He got sold into slavery by his brothers. He ended up in an Egyptian jail. He went from being the favorite to being in jail. From having the brightest of days, the brightest of lives, to having one of the darkest, dreariest lives. High to low. And yet Miketz begins to speak of his rise. He meets the Pharaoh. He is released because he can read dreams. He can interpret dreams. And it's no coincidence that these two Torah portions land during this time of year, because the idea is that we're supposed to remember that even during our darkest moments, even when we have fallen, we can rise up again, just like Joseph. And so each year as we look at these Torah portions by Yeshev and Miketz, we realize, just like Joseph, even in the darkest moments of our lives, with a little hope, with the ability to look at a dream and realize it can become reality, we can lift ourselves up. And so just as we light candles, we light one more candle each day, our days become a bit brighter. And this is symbolic of Joseph's life. Each day becomes a bit brighter. And it's symbolic of our lives when we are having a tough time, when we're having challenges. each day can become a little bit brighter. It doesn't have to become all 8 candles at once. It's about taking one step at a time. So we're going to light our candles right now. So if you brought a Hanukkah, please come forward. And we always put our candles in from right to left, Hebrew reading, but then we light them left to right. I'm doing it backwards, sort of from your perspective. And if you've got, we always light the shamash, the helper candle first. We try to light the helper candle first. We're lighting the helper candle first. I might need help, Mike, with the helper candle. Mike can fix anything if you did not know that. And I can help you light your helper candles. That is ours. The shamash is the helper candle. It's the one that gives power and energy to all the other candles. It's the candle that makes us realize that we have the power to brighten other people's lives. So let us light our candles. Yes, we do, and I just did it backwards, so don't look. Okay, I didn't blow that one out, I promise. I'm doing it backwards. It's very confusing for me. And now, Parpar will lead us in our blessings. Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Sher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של חנוכה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשה ניסים לאבותינו בימים ההם Bazman hazeh. That's very cool that way. Our candles are now lit. Parpar is going to lead us in a couple of Hanukkah songs to get that Hanukkah feeling going.
Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sevivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. You can sing along, right? Let's try it one more time. Here we go. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sevivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Sevivon, so, Hanukkah, Huchato, Hanukkah, Huchato, Sevivon, so, Hag Simcha Hula'am, Neskado Hayasham, Neskado Hayasham, Hag Simcha Hula'am.
We're going to turn to page 138 for Lachado D. We talk about Hanukkah, and because we're mostly adults in the room tonight, it's not like the kids' service where we tell lots of light stories. We might tell a story or two. But we also talk a little bit about the darkness. And there was a lot of darkness that surrounded the battles of this rebellion. Because this was a rebellion of a certain class of Israelites, against the priestly class, because the priestly class had become very Romanized. And we forget about the struggles of those who wanted to maintain their Judaism. We forget about people like Hannah and her 7 sons, and how Hannah was forced to watch as her boys were slaughtered by the enemy. And we forget about Eleazar the scribe, who was killed for eating pork. We forget about the fact that Mattathias and his sons, well, most of them died in battle, and only one actually survived. And in all this darkness, we also have to remember that there are different moments of light, and we're not talking about a Hanukkah light, but light of bravery. We have another Hannah, who's the daughter of Mattathias, who shamed her community into taking action. And there was Judith. I'm sure you've heard her story, how she beheaded Hophaneres. And that he was a general. And she beheaded him, and it sent his enemies, or his army, into disarray. And then we had Eleazar, son of Mattathias, who sacrificed his own life to end that of a great general on the other side of the battle. And then we also have Judah. Judah the Maccabee that we all speak about, but he too died soon after, well, the sanctification of the temple. We always have to remember that in every battle, in every great rebellion, there are moments of darkness, but there are also moments of light. And Hanukkah is about reminding us that in those moments of darkness, there will be a light that can help free us. There will be a light, a heroic light. And we often forget the heroes, and we just sing about candles and miracles of oil. But Hanukkah isn't appropriately celebrated or honored without thinking of those, without mentioning names like Hannah and Eleazar and Mattathias and Judah and Eleazar, people who were historical figures, who gave their lives, well, to free Judaism from an oppressive Greek enemy. So now we're going to focus on brightness. No matter how dark our week might be, we come here and we celebrate Shabbat. And we welcome the Sabbath bride into our midst each week. And the idea is that Sabbath bride gives us the light that we need, gives us that holiness that allows our spirits to rise. So we're going to be on page 138 for Lachado D. We'll be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, rising on that last verse. Lachado D.
B'nei Shabbat tekavela lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai B'nei Shabbat tekavela shamur v'zachur b'dur v'chad yishmi'anu Adonai Echad, Ushmo Echad, Hashem Utiferet, Aliyah, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Yalalai, B'nei Shabbat, Nekavela, Likrat Shabbat, L'chuv Lecha, Kala yalalai B'nei Shabbat nekavela hitoreri ki va'orech uri shir daveri kavod Adonai alai lechnikla Likrat kala yalalai B'nei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai B'nei Shabbat nekavela Bo bishano tere
The Sabbath bride is in our midst, so you may all be seated except for the writer and the Parpar family. I'd like you guys to come forward to light tonight's Shabbat candle. Thank you for sponsoring our oneg tonight. I know it was done in Michael's memory. Michael, blessed memory. As the candles are lit, they become a gateway through which the Sabbath bride enters our lives. For the next 24 hours, Shabbat will be part of our existence and will help give us peace, peace from the chaotic nature of our week. We now say the blessing of the Turn to page 146 for the Baruch, the call to worship. Everything we've done so far this evening has been a warm-up for the Baruch and for the following prayers. The idea of Kabbalat Shabbat is to warm our soul, but now it's time to dive into prayer, and we do that with the Baruch, the call to worship. Let us rise and face the ark. Please remain standing for the Shema. Let's quiet our bodies. Let's take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it out. Another deep breath in. Hold it. And let it out. And one more deep breath in. Hold it. Let it out. The Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leolam.
You may be seated except for tomorrow's bat mitzvah, Lisa Hanish. Would she please come forward, and she's going to help us lead the hafta. You want to go next? She's been working for quite a while to learn the hafta. So.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בם בשבתך בביתך ובלבתך בדרך ובשופך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי כי אתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
Good job, honey. The Kiddush cup in a few minutes, don't worry. As we turn to Michamocha, and Michamocha can be found on page 158. Michamocha speaks about a variety of people crossing that sea of reeds. Nobody was really alike. No two people are ever alike. You had husbands, wives, you had children, you had people who knew how to farm, people who knew how to make bricks, people who knew how to take care of cattle. You had such a variety of people and personalities. Whenever we go in life, we have a variety of personalities. And I always think about our colorful boxes of Hanukkah candles because there's such a variety of colors. And each color represents a different human being, a different kind of human being. And you can imagine which one is the pink and the yellow and the blue and the green and the red. But when we light them together, they come together as a community. All of these different colored candles, it doesn't make any difference. Well, their differences make no difference. It's the light that they shine. It's that light that they shine out and they come together and they're all even in a kosher Hanukkah. They're all the same. They are all equal. And so when I think of our Hanukkah candles and I think of Michamocha, I think about the fact that we all cross that sea of reeds together. We are all quite different. Our colors are varied. Our hearts are varied. Our skills and our emotions are varied. But we come together as a community to shine a bright light and to walk hand in hand across the sea. So we're now going to turn and sing about this sea and think about the people and the personalities that crossed it. We're on page 158, Michamocha.
Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'edar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot oseh peleh, Nora tehilot oseh peleh. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'edar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot oseh peleh, Nora tehilot oseh peleh. Malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokem yom lifnei Hashem Moshe Miriam, Ze'eli Anu ve'amru, Ze'eli Anu ve'amru, Adonai Imlo le'olam va'ed, Adonai Imlo le'olam va'ed.
Let's turn to page 162 and let's all do a little reading together. We're in the middle of page 162. We're going to read the translation of the Shamru before singing it together. Page 162. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. This is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. B'Sham.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. בני ובן בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם.
We turn to page 371 for the Misha Berach prayer. We say the Misha Berach for those who are ill of mind, body, and spirit. On our Misha Berach list, Amy Coiteau, Bruce Newman, Denise Fontaine, Erwin Ames, Kathy Ryder, Lisa Sage, Lauren Kleinrock, Louise Paleo, Lynn Newman, Mark Jeff, Milo Mandel, Sharon Friedman, Rabbi Stanley Davids, Steve Lincoln, Stephen Mandel, Susan Vidal, Yoni Arusi, Sean Baden, Rob Glucroft, and Charlotte Cohen. If you have an additional name for our Misha Berach list, please share it with us now. Misha Berach Avotenu V'Imotenu. May the God of our ancestors grant a refuah shlema, a complete and full healing to everyone we have named this evening and to everyone we hold in our hearts. And together we say the singing of Misha Berach.
Avotenu mechor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us sing.
We turn to page 164 for Tefillah, also called the Amidah, the standing prayer. If you're able to rise, I ask you to do so. We are on page 164. Let us pray as if everything depends on God, but to act each and every day as if everything depends on us and what we can do in the world. Page 164.
Ufiagi tehilatecha, na 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 Adonai, na 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 sotay tifta, na 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 ufiagi tehilatecha. Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Or v'Nahara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Begoneh Hakol, Ve'ozoher Arzalot Imot, Umevigilam Ve'ehem, Lema'an Shembo Be'ava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach U'Magin, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magin Abraham, Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Rav Le'oshia, Mechayel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayel Hakol Ve'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Nochim Ve'Ochlech Kolim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayem Emunato, Ushaneh Apar, Michamocha V'Nefilot, Umidom Elah, Melech Melech U'Medayeh, Yunasi Yeshua, Melech Lo Hakol, Baruch Atah Adonai,
Continue silently from page 172 to 180. When you're done with your silent prayer, you may be seated.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tisim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tisim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adom lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech adom lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tisim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tisim Leolam. Tisim Leolam.
There's a Hanukkah story that's about the Baal Shem Tov, the great thinker, the man who started the mystical experience in the modern day in the 1700s, because when you look at the length of Jewish history, the 1700s isn't that long ago. So a long time ago, back in the 18th century, the early 1700s, the Baal Shem Tov, he lived in a tiny town in the Carpathian Mountains. And his wife's name was Hannah. And he loved to take a walk through nature. He would walk through nature all the time because he found that his connection to that which is holy was found when he was out in the woods, interacting with the animals, interacting with the leaves and trees and earth. And so on the day that was to lead into Hanukkah, he turned to his wife Hannah and he said, I'm going to go take a walk. I want to connect with God, so I am ready for Hanukkah. And if I don't get back in time for that first candle, because it's a very specific time frame within traditional Judaism where you light this candle, he said, light it without me. Don't worry, but I will be home to celebrate at some point during the first night. And so he went out into the woods on that afternoon on the eve of Hanukkah. And he walked and he walked. And he felt so connected to everything. And then, as the sun was setting, he realized it was time to go home. And as he turned, it began to snow. Snow came down. And at first it was beautiful and it was light and it was magical. But it became heavier and heavier and heavier till he could not see in front of himself until there was a blizzard raging all around him. And he was lost. He didn't know whether he should turn left or right. He didn't know whether he was going in circles or in a straight line. He didn't know where he was. And darkness overtook everything. And he could feel the snow and he could see the darkness. And he was lost. Lost probably for the first time in his life. Not able to find his way out of the woods. So he walked and he walked, but he found that he always returned to the same spot. But like many people, he didn't lose faith because he had faith in God, that he would find a way out. And his only worry came from the fact that he would not be with his wife that night to celebrate the first night of Hanukkah. But he soon became exhausted, and he sat down on a large stone, and he fell asleep, which you should never do, well, in a snowstorm. It's quite dangerous. But while he slept, he had a dream, and he saw a tall old man. And he said to this old man, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am Mattathias, the father of the Maccabees. And I brought this candle for you." And he holds out a candle in his dream, and at that moment, the rabbi wakes and he sees a shadowy figure in the distance holding a Chanukiah, a Hanukkah menorah with one candle and one shamash. And how that Chanukiah looks so much like the one he and his wife Hannah had at home. And he began to stumble after it, but he couldn't ever catch up. It was so far in the distance, but he saw it. And then for a moment he couldn't. And then he saw it again, and he kept stumbling forward. And then finally, after what felt like hours of stumbling forward, He fell in the snow and he could not get up again. But then he heard that voice. He heard that voice of Mattathias, and it said, not by might and not by power, but by Spirit, lift yourself up. And then he whispered a prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim l'avotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Oh God, let there become a great miracle right now. A great miracle like our Hanukkah candles. And he stood up and he saw that man and he saw that Hanukkah and he saw that candle in the distance. And he stumbled forward and he began to recognize the path. And he stumbled forward. And then he recognized the pasture that was near his home. And then he recognized the road and the path to his house. And in the distance, he saw his home. And he saw his wife Hannah standing outside. And he saw a Hanukkah in the window, not with one candle, but with 8. And he gets up to his wife and said, why are there 8 candles? And she said, 8 days ago, you disappeared. And I thought I was never to see you again. And on that first night after I lit that Hanukkah, that one candle, the candle in the Hanukkah disappeared. And then tonight, hours before you arrived, the Hanukkah showed up again with 8 candles in it. 8 days later, it was a miracle. And the whole town came because they believed it was a sign that you would show up tonight. And you did. And then Rabbi Israel, the Baal Shem Tov, he understood that Mattathias had taken the menorah from his window and used it to guide him back home. He told his wife about his dream and about the silent figure who guided him through the forest. And before they entered the house, he pointed to the window and the way that the menorah had been restored to its place. And the flames glowed brightly in the night as he was welcomed home after this journey. It's a story about a man with faith, a man who believes, a man who trusts that fate will lead him forward in a way where he will find his home again. So my blessing for each and every one of you, may you, on your darkest of days, may they be pierced by light. By the light of joy, the light of hope, the light of love. And when you're not sure of the direction you should take, may a guide lead you home to a place where you are loved, regardless if you've been gone 1 day, 8 days, or 25 years. And together we say, Amen. Music cue.
Maestro. All right. This is such a fun song, this next one. Ode to Debbie Friedman. Not by might. Not by might and not by power. By Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power. By Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Children sing, the children dream. Oh, their tears may fall, you can hear them call. Another song will rise, another song will rise, another song will rise. Not by might, not by power, by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might, not by power.
My apologies. And depending on when you learn that song, you have different lyrics. And I'm so used to singing, shall all men live in peace, and not shall. So my apologies, because I kept singing that. I was hoping not to throw you off.
It's all right.
Camp 40, 50 years ago. Okay.
Muscle memory.
That's changed. I'd now like to ask Stephen Page to come forward. He has announcements, a past president, a current board member, a man about town. Stephen Page. And a well-trained board member, he took the ramp.
Shabbat Shalom, and Happy Hanukkah. So we do have a tradition here of when the child has their bar bat mitzvah, we give them a gift from the board of directors. So Lisa, would you come up? We have a Kiddush cup for you. And you did do a really good job tonight. I'm sure you're going to do great tomorrow. Enjoy the day with your family. Have a great bat mitzvah tomorrow. Just a few quick announcements. The office will be closed at Kol Tikva through the new year. So if you do have, well, they deserve vacation too, right? They get a little bit of time off. If you have a need of immediate assistance, though, with any kind of life cycle emergency, the rabbi's mobile number is on the office voicemail. So you can get a hold of him in case of an emergency, but don't bother him for anything minor, right? Let him relax. The office staff will return on January 6th. Next week, there will be no Shabbat services here. They'll be held at the Wise Temple. Their services begin at 6:15, and then the following week, we'll resume services here at Kol Tikva. If you're curious about learning more about Judaism, looking for a meaningful refresher on Jewish thought and practice, or looking to start your conversion process, like I did many years ago, our Intro to Judaism class starts Sunday, January 5th, and you can sign up online on the Kol Tikva website. On Friday, January 31st, we'll be having our annual night of 18 Shabbats. We are still looking for people to host at their house. You can cook everything yourself. You can't hear? Oh, January 31st. So if you are willing to host, you can do a potluck with your guests. You can cook it all yourself or whatever works best for you. If you would be willing to host, we would love to have you. And the idea is really to gather as a community, as everyone in our temple together. So if you can host, please reach out to the office and coordinate with them. It is almost poker time at Kol Tikva, one of our really fun annual events and fundraisers. Our poker tournament will be held on February 1st, and registration is now open. If you have questions, Wayne Schulman is over here, and he's running the poker tournament. And if you want to check out any other events that are happening at Kol Tikva, it's all on our website, or you can call the office if you have any questions about anything you do see on the website. I'd like to thank the rabbi and Parpar for a beautiful service tonight, and thank you to James and for working the sound and online streaming, along with Adam, I guess, tonight, running the board over there. I would also like to thank the Ryder family for hosting our Oneg tonight in honor and memory of Michael. Thank you very much for that. And thank all of you for joining us tonight for Hanukkah. We hope everyone has a joyful and very happy New Year. Shabbat Shalom.
I want to give a special shout out to Adam and to Mike. Where's Mike Mandel too? Adam and Mike actually wired up all our cameras before High Holy Days. They did a great job. It would have cost us literally tens of thousands of dollars to hire professionals. So instead, we got two amateurs to do it, and the masking tape is holding, so I thank them both. They actually did a phenomenal job, and it takes a lot of upkeep on these cameras. So coming in here all the time, swapping out cables, rechecking things, and they do this just out of their good natures. So Adam and Mike, thank you both very much for allowing us to go out into the world on Zoom and on Facebook. We're going to turn to page 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish. We take a moment to think of those who have passed. We begin with our recently departed. Within our community, Michael Ryder, remembered by the Ryder and Rapport families. Arlene Baden, remembered by the Baden and Birnbaum families. Anna Sodenberg, remembered by the Sodenberg and Bar David families. And Lee Kaplan, remembered by the Kaplan, Banner, and Hanish families. We also hold in our prayers the hostages and soldiers we've lost in the current Mideast conflict, those taken by gun violence, those that have passed due to floods, fires, and other natural and unnatural disasters, and those that have no one but us to say Kaddish for them. And on our Yortzeit list, those that have passed during this season and years that have already gone by, we have the following individuals: Karl Berov, Philip Blockman, Sylvia Brock, William Cantor, Gerald L. Cohen, Gertrude Cohen, Leslie Epstein, Hermione Esmer, Carol Gibson, Edward Goldberg, Bess Greenberg, Calvin Greiner, Faye Hermes, Irving Hoffman, William Hoyt, Bronya Embergluck, Michael Kesner, Leo Kleinman, Gerhard Lehman, Alan Z. Levine, Arthur Schulman, June Margolin, Shepard Mencken, Les Morris, Pauline Parks, Howard Polakov, Dora Bluestein Remsen, Sarah D. Robbins, Edith Rockoff, Isaac Sedegursky, David Sassone, Milton Schatz, Herman Schoenbrunn, Stanley Singer, Eleanor Singer, Alan Stark, Belle Wexler, James Wolfe, Lee Wolkowitz, Millie Utan, and Roberta Oberstein. If you have an additional name for our Kaddish Yortzeit list, please share the name with me now. If you're in the first 7 days of Shiva, please rise. If you're in the first 30 days of mourning Shloshim, please rise. If you're in the first year of mourning, please rise. If you're observing a Yortzeit, please rise. These are the mourners in our midst. We rise to show them our love and our support. We are on page 598. Yitkadal v'yikadash shmei Rabbah, v'alma divrach chirutei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'mechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'galav v'zman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarak le'olam olamei amaya. Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei d'kudsha, baruchu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiran bi'alma v'imru, yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. May the one who makes peace on high grant peace to all who mourn, to all Israel, and to all humankind. And together we say, please put your arms around the people next to you. If you don't know them, introduce yourself first.
I don't know you.
Come on forward, sir.
This is going to be a little bit of a different melody, and then we'll do your melody. Oh, say shalom, bimroma, uya say shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oh, say shalom, bimroma, uya say shalom. Shalom ba'olam, rak tov ba'olam, ulay ha'pa'am.
say shalom bimroman. Uyase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Bimru amen. Yase shalom. Yase shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom. Yase shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom. Yase shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom. Yase shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom. Yase shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Mike and Cheryl, come on forward because we're talking about the cameras. So we're going to get the camera couples to come forward tonight. The camera couples. Come on, man, you guys are walking awful slow. We'll get out of here at 10 o'clock tonight. Come on, Adam. Adam's making the dramatic entrance right now. Let's all hold up our Kiddush cups. Fill them with a little grape juice. Here we go, short version. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei peri ha'gafim L'chaim. Take a little sip. And now I'm going to have you guys hold this challah. We have 2 challahs. I think one was handmade. I want everyone to come from. Who made it? Maxine made it. Oh, I'm taking that home. That's really good. If everyone can come out of the aisles, come grab a walk, stand around the Hanukkah candles, place your hand on the shoulder of the people next to you. Let's all get into community position. Come on forward. Don't be shy. We're not that big of a crowd tonight. That's the homemade one. That's the one you want to try. The little one. Reach out. Put your hand on the people, on the shoulder of the people in front of you, but not below the shoulder. Thank you. Here we go. Yummy, yum, yum. Challah time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Give someone a hug, a kiss. Grab some challah. I don't think we have any oneg. There might be some leftover Chinese food, though.